Roses radio program this morning. We encourage you to go to our website at www.churchoftheroses.org and donate. We'd love to have your help keeping our roses blooming and all of our outreach programs growing. And may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with you now and forevermore. Amen.
KSRO. Weekends on KSRO are all about our local community. Listen as we cover a wide variety of subjects live and local. Saturday mornings at 9, listen for Garden Talk. And then at 11, it's the Good Food Hour. Local Talk, Saturdays on KSRO.
The internet can be an all-you-can-eat buffet for identity thieves.
So full. Too many maiden names. And social security numbers. Where'd you find those? At Password Bar. Can't miss them.
LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss by monitoring your credit and bank statements. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to lifelock.com.
Hey, Sonoma County, have fad diets failed you? Are you still struggling with chronic obesity? Then minimally invasive weight loss surgery might be for you. Attend one of Sutter Santa Rosa's free weight loss seminars from the comfort of your home. Learn about robotic surgery and the tools needed for sustained weight loss. Get your questions answered live and begin your path to a healthier life. Register to attend at ksro.com. Just click on the Sutter banner. That's ksro.com and click on the Sutter banner.
Join George Adair of Cross Country Mortgage every Wednesday from noon to 12:30 for On Air with George Adair on KSRO. George helps you understand real estate and lending. Whether you're looking to purchase your first home or expanding your real estate holdings, George will help you navigate the world of home loans. George talks with community guests, covers local topics, and shows you how the larger world economy affects your bottom line each Wednesday from noon to 12:30. On Air with George Adair on KSRO.
Nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos. Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol. When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
What are you doing this weekend? If you're listening to KSRO, you'll know what happened overnight with news from Michelle Marquez and Larry Olson. You'll know what the weather conditions will be. You'll know what's going on right now, and you'll know what's happening this weekend.
Sonoma County's FM News Talk, KSRO.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
Those stomach issues ruined your birthday.
You're too tired to play Get a Grandpa.
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
if these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Steve Kerr.
Hi, this is Stephen Curry. I'm Andre Iguodala.
I'm Dante DiVincenzo, and you're tuned to KSRO, Sonoma County's home of the Warriors.
Golden State Warriors play-by-play action on KSRO is sponsored by Healdsburg Lumber Company, Sonoma County's building supplier since 1875. By Hudson Street Design, window coverings, cabinetry, fixtures, and more. And by Malm Fireplace Center. Malm Fireplace Center makes a house a home.
KSRO.
Batteries Plus, we do more than fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. Visit Batteries Plus in store, curbside, and online for fast and reliable phone and tablet repair. Learn more at batteriesplus.com.
This is Sonoma County's News Talk. The K245DJ, Petaluma, K278CD, KSRO, Santa Rosa.
From ABC News, I'm Ryan Clark. President Biden will meet with top congressional Republicans this week to discuss the debt ceiling, as economists warn of an economic crash if that debt ceiling is not raised. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen told ABC's This Week,
we would simply not have enough cash to meet with our obligations, and it's widely agreed that financial and economic chaos would ensue.
Some of the thousands of people who were present at an outlet mall in suburban Dallas Saturday are describing the shooting rampage that took place.
He was walking down the sidewalk towards Fatburger, and he was just shooting his gun everywhere for the most part.
8 people were killed, 7 were hurt, 3 of them critically before the shooter was killed by a nearby police officer. Congressman Keith Self said,
"We will never know how many lives were saved by the swift actions of our first responders."
Authorities are working to determine a motive for the shooting, but one avenue investigators are exploring is whether this was an act of domestic terrorism. Multiple law enforcement sources tell that to ABC News. A home believed to belong to the shooter was being searched in Dallas overnight. Title 42, the pandemic-era restrictions on immigration expire Thursday, and border officials are warning they're not prepared for what's expected to be a surge of migrants. More from ABC's Elizabeth Schulze.
The Pentagon is sending 1,500 active-duty U.S. troops to be in place at the border by May 10th. Officials say those troops will not serve in a law enforcement capacity, but will instead help with administrative tasks like data entry and warehouse support. The administration is also assigning hundreds of asylum officers and immigration judges while opening new processing centers in Central and South America to try to speed up pathways for legal immigration.
New ABC News Washington Post poll found President Biden's approval rating at a new low, 36%. You're listening to ABC News.
Sonoma County Focus. Good morning and welcome to Sonoma County Focus. My name is Michelle Marquez, and today I have my pal Ted Ritchie, who is the president of the Sonoma County Hot Air Balloon Classic. It's coming back for the 32nd year, this year powered by Comcast Xfinity, and happening on Friday and Saturday, July 14th and 15th at the Sonoma County Fairgrounds. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Michelle, thanks for having me.
This is such a fun event. I have a real love for it in my heart for this event. I've been a board member in the past, and even before then, it's such a magical event that we have here in Sonoma County, and something that people, I think, identify with. Wine country for sure, Sonoma County in particular. This event has a great history. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it was, as you mentioned, we're in our 32nd year, so it was started that many years ago. It was a bunch of hot air balloon pilots that got together and did what they call a fun fly, which is just a few balloons get together, they go up over a weekend, you know, they grill out whatever they're going to do, connect up with each other. And so as the years went on, people started watching them. They just showed up at wherever they were launching and started watching.
Kind of a thing.
Exactly, it's very, very informal. And then around the time that it was incorporated, a local winter organization decided to make it a little more official and start organizing it. And they started, bringing out like food and having, a little bit of a fundraiser happening with it, and to really kind of cover costs, there's tickets available and stuff like that. And so they started bringing in more and more balloons. They started bringing in special shapes. So instead of just being whoever was in the area, they started bringing balloons from other areas of the country to come out and fly with people. And so from there, it's grown. More people moved in the Bay Area, more people have heard of the event, and it's become more and more popular. And as of last year, we moved to a larger space with more parking, better access off the freeway, more restrooms, that kind of thing. And so we moved to the fairgrounds last year for our first year ever.
It was great at the fairgrounds. I thought that was a really perfect facility right there in Santa Rosa, as you said, very easy off of Highway 12 to get there. So, for those who are like, Windsor, where's Windsor? What is Windsor? Especially for those coming down to the area, in the Greater Bay Area, just love to come up for the event. And now at the fairgrounds, it's just fantastic. Very cool. So, it has in the past been a Saturday, Sunday event, but this year you've changed things up. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's right, yeah. So we've had lots of requests for an evening event, and it's been a hard draw to do that because the weather is not exactly perfect in Sonoma County for evening flying for hot air balloons. It's usually better in the mornings, and so it's hard to schedule an event many, many months out and try to predict the weather because not many of us can, or at least not that accurately. So we've always shot for the best possible time that we could fly, and that was always in the early mornings. And not everyone's an early morning person. I am certainly not an early morning person, even though I'm part of the event. And we've always wanted to kind of bring in something other than blues to add to it, and music's always been kind of something that works really well in the county. There's lots of local bands that are amazing. So this year we've decided we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna do something entirely new. And so what we're gonna do is we're going to do a Friday evening event with a few local bands, as well as some hot air balloons and inflating and glowing and things like that beside them. And then we're going to do our typical Saturday morning event. And so same sort of thing, gates open at 4. We're gonna have the glow show, which is gonna be amazing, and then the main launch at 6:30. So it'll be if you've been before, it'll be kind of the typical event on Saturday. Very family friendly, works really well with kids. You can roll them out of bed in their pajamas, come enjoy the early morning event, see the balloons, and then go grab an early or late brunch after that. But on Friday, the night before, we're going to do a fun concert with local wineries and breweries and food trucks and music and dancing, and it's going to be all kinds of awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. All right, so let's get into the specifics of this. I'm talking with Ted Ritchie. He is the board president for the Sonoma County Hot Air Balloon Classic this year. Changing things up a little bit. There's going to be a Friday night event, which normally we haven't had. And then Saturday is your more typical schedule for the Sonoma County Hot Air Balloon Classic, July 14th and 15th. So let's talk about it. What time are things happening on Friday night? When do gates open?
Gates open at 6 p.m. So, and bands will start very quickly after that. So make sure you do get there early. Grab some parking, come up to the gate, and we will open right around 6 p.m.
Okay. And how much is parking?
Parking is right by the fairgrounds. They are charging $10.
Okay.
The new thing this year is they are actually not cash only.
Oh, wow.
They've increased their abilities, and so they actually mentioned that they might be more interested in actually doing non-cash because it's easier for them to now do cards and Venmo and all that kind of thing. But keep an eye on the website, because as they develop it, we'll give more information on our website, which is schabc.org. It's Sonoma County Hot Air Balloon Classic.org, but abbreviated to make it a heck of a lot easier to type.
Exactly, schabc.org. Okay, very cool. So you get, with your ticket, which is a $40 ticket for that Friday night, you get to see 3 different bands. Tell us about the bands.
Yeah, so one is a local band. They're pretty new. They're getting out there. They're called the Tika and the Moonshines. They do a bunch of covers from a variety of different years. Then the Hots, they'll be out there after that as well. And then our headliner, which is Tainted Love. And Tainted Love is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been many times. And again, another local band come out and support, all of our local people. Yeah, they'll be a great time. So all of these bands I'm very excited about.
Okay, and this sounds like, you said dancing, and it seems like this is kind of the event that you're going to want to get up and move around.
Exactly, yes. And of course we will have the hot air balloons beside them, a few other little activities, things like that, whatever we can pull together, because we're still trying to figure out absolutely all the little details, but we've got our bands, we've got our stage, we've got our space, we've got our wineries and all that stuff. So.
Okay, excellent. So when you say wineries and breweries, are you buying a glass or of a wine or beer, or is it tasting where you buy a glass and then you just go around and get little tastes?
So it'll be a typical, you pick your wine or beer that you want, just go and buy it. Okay. It's not part of the ticket or anything like that. It's there to represent the local breweries and wineries, and just to have a fun time. So kind of a typical setup for a concert.
Okay. Are you looking for wineries and breweries to participate in port?
We do still have a few spots open, so if you do work for a winery or brewery and are interested or own one, please contact us. Our general contact information is the website. It's info@schabc.org, and we'll route you to the right vendor coordinator, and we'll get you signed up, because we do want to represent more of our local wineries and breweries and kind of get them out there, and especially some of the newer ones that are well known. So yeah.
Well, this would be a great opportunity, and especially because this event typically brings a lot of people from the Greater Bay Area who might not be Sonoma County locals, although there's quite a few locals who come, and then you get your brand in front of some people who might want to go then out and visit you here locally and have fun the whole weekend.
Yeah, it's actually amazing. We talk to some people and we see ticket signups, and we see people coming from other states. There's a few from other countries, but most of those people are from the general Greater Bay Area, Sacramento area, all of that, because it's not a common event. It's hard to run 100 balloon festivals, so there are very few of them, and they're kind of dwindling. So it's one of the rare opportunities to come and enjoy.
I love it. Very cool. Okay, cool. And then what about food on Friday night?
Yeah, so we've got some food trucks signed up, some food booths. We still have a few spaces as well for them. So again, if you have a food truck or a food booth and make some amazing food, come on out and join us. It's again info@DashCam.